Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Happya Life Podcast. I'm your host, Clare Deacon. After deciding survival wasn't enough, I set out on a path to live my best life. I wanted to thrive. Now I'm on a mission to support others. Think you're not good enough, confident enough, brave enough? I'm here to tell you you are, and you can achieve anything. This is your time, so let's do this. Hello and welcome to the Happya Life Podcast. I'm Clare Deacon, a positive psychology expert, trauma-informed coach, and your guide through the messy middle of healing, growth, and everything in between. This podcast is where we talk honestly about what it means to go beyond survival. It's about what it means to live fully, intentionally, and with compassion, especially when life has been a bit of a storm. And if you've been riding those storms, feeling like the energy to keep going is just gone, you're not alone. And today's episode is for you. Because today we're going to be talking about motivation, or more specifically, what happens when you can't find yours. You know those moments, the moments where you just feel flat. You've got things to do, ideas to follow, even dreams that still really matter to you, but you've just got no fuel in the tank. Nothing sparks. Maybe you're saying things to yourself like, I just can't be bothered. I used to be so driven. What happened to me? Why can't I just get on with it? If you are mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, creatively burnt out, or just simply completely done, this episode is your invitation to stop trying to push through and start understanding what's actually going on inside your system. Because here's the thing, your lack of motivation, it's not laziness. It's not a lack of willpower. It's not you falling behind. It's your nervous system doing its job. You see, when you've been under stress for a long time, holding things together, working through big emotional shifts, or simply managing life at full tilt, your body doesn't know it's time to thrive. It still thinks it's time to survive. And when your system is in that survival state, the parts of your brain responsible for planning and creativity and forward thinking go offline. You literally lose access to the part of yourself that you want to activate. So this is why motivation doesn't come when you shout at yourself to just get on with it. Motivation isn't about discipline. It's about energy, safety, and meaning. And when you're mentally exhausted, those are the things that need tending to first. So let's pause the pressure for a moment. Let's dip the just push through approach, because you don't need more guilt. You need permission. Rest. Real, intentional, nervous system calming rest. It's not indulgent. It's not procrastination. It's not weakness. It's productive. It's strategic. It is the foundation from which motivation can return. You can't override exhaustion, but you can meet it with curiosity and care, with a willingness to listen to what your body is asking for. That really is the starting point, not more effort, but more understanding. So let's talk about what that actually looks like to rekindle motivation when you're running on empty, not in a Pinterest perfect way, in a real life, real nervous system, real woman kind of way. So first of all, start by shrinking the goal. Motivation doesn't arrive before we act. It comes afterwards. When we take even the tiniest of step forward, in psychology, we call this activation energy. It's the minimum effort required to get a reaction started. And the good news is it doesn't need to be So don't aim to write the whole report, open the document. Don't aim to do the workout, but put your trainers on. Don't aim to fix everything, just begin somewhere small, a tiny shift that tells your brain we're safe, we're capable, and we can start. Next, it's about reconnecting with what matters gently. So, big goals and vision boards can feel irrelevant, overwhelming when you're burnt out. So, instead, bring it down to something that's simpler for you, something more human. Ask, what would feel meaningful for you today? What version of you are you trying to support right now? The nervous system responds to meaning. Purpose doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to be newsworthy. It just needs to feel true. A small aligned action can do more to restore your motivation than massive misaligned one. Next, regulate before you try and act. This one is huge. When you're dysregulated, when your system is in that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, the part of your brain responsible for action and choice is literally taken offline. This isn't mindset, this is neuroscience. So instead of trying to do something from a place of stress, pause, try breath work, ground your feet, place your hand on your chest, step outside, or just acknowledge, I'm in survival mode right now, and that's okay. Calm the system first, then take action. That's how we make space for motivation to come back online and come back to us. The next step really is about checking in with your 4 pillars of well-being. So this is where your Happya Survival Kit comes in, because your motivation isn't just a mindset issue, it's a well-being issue. So ask yourself, mentally, am I overstimulated, overwhelmed, or in need of some clarity? Emotionally, am I holding on to something unprocessed that needs space or expression? Physically, have I moved? Have I eaten? Have I rested? Socially, do I need to talk to someone? Or do I need to retreat and reset myself? The absence of motivation is often a sign that one of these needs is requiring attention. And when we meet the need, the energy follows. Okay, so finally, celebrate those micro movements, because your nervous system is always learning. Every time you follow through on even the tiniest of tasks, even if it's just showing up to listen to this episode, you're reinforcing a new truth. I can trust myself. I'm showing up even when it's hard. I don't need to do it all. I just need to do what I can. This is how we rebuild motivation that lasts, not through force, but through self-respect. So, if today's episode has resonated and you're realizing that what you really need is a personalized way to maintain your well-being, not another routine to keep up with, then the Happier Survival Kit's for you. It's not a list of things to do. It's a guide to help you figure out what actually works for you based on your needs, your nervous system, and your capacity, especially when you're feeling depleted. So you can find the link in the show notes or send me a message. I always love to hear what's landing for you and how I can support you. So here's what I want to leave you with. You don't need to be motivated to begin. You just need a way to back yourself. One breath, one step, one small action with care at a time. You're not behind. You're rebuilding, and that matters more than you know. If this episode supported you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Share it with someone who might need it, or reach out and tell me what resonated. These are conversations that matter, that help us all feel a little less alone. So until next time, take good care of you. If you've enjoyed this episode, ensure you hit subscribe, head on over to my website happiercoach.com, sign up for the weekly newsletter, and let me support you in living a happier life. I'm your host, Clare Deacon. Thank you for listening. Have a fabulous day.